Alright, we're back. Alright, I lied. I just ended the other video like 10 minutes ago. And I talked about coming in and creating some ads that mix it up a little bit, battle uh, ad blindness, banner blindness. And because I like doing this stuff, I'm just going to jump in and dink around a little bit. So I don't know. If you guys don't like this stuff, you can just skip on to the next video, but I'm just going to dink around here and see if I can do some stuff. So I went online and I just went and snagged some pictures of nurses, pictures that I thought would be cool. Um, so for now, I think I'm gonna get rid of this. Well, this goes together with this. So let's make sure we lock those. But I'm gonna turn those. Oops, no. This one goes there. So which one does this one go with? Alright, it goes with that one. So those do not need to be locked, but this one and this one do. So let's go ahead and turn those off. And we may, let's go ahead and turn this off for right now. It also comes with one, doesn't it? Right there. I like to put my actual image on a blank shirt here so that it doesn't get pixelated. You know, when you shrink or increase the size of a photo that you've copied off the internet, you can lose some color quality. So I'll just take my image and put it right on a blank shirt and it comes out a lot clearer. See, watching this video was worth that tip right there, right? Alright, cool. So, with that said, let's go snag. See, I pulled up some pictures here and we'll just see which ones of these work best in here. I really like this one right here where it's just, the male nurse with his arms crossed. Let's just bring them all in and see what we like best. I really like that one, so I think I may use that one last here. I don't know, I like a lot of these. We may need to get rid of all this stuff as well. In fact, first of all, I'm going to make this smaller. I don't need it that big. I'm going to come bring this over here. What if I bring this guy in? I like that one. However, because it's smaller image than what we've got here, it may come out a bit pixelated. So I don't know, we'd probably do a little something like that, Okay, let's bring the quality back, push the image down a little bit. Our border though, what are we gonna do about our border? I really did like our black border, and I think because this is a guy's shirt, I think, remember those comments where they were saying, get rid of the pink, bro? It was the one with the big border, and I think it really brought it out, so I think I'll get rid of that. There, okay. Or if I do a border, it'll probably be something, more of a boy color. I mean, like, what if we went in here and we changed that color to like a blue? Look at that. That kind of flows really well. I mean, it doesn't pop as much, but I think it flows really well, Okay. So there's that. What do we want to do here? I mean, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff here for now. We may, I don't know if I'll keep our click to buy. Let's get rid of it for now. If you're wondering how it is that I select these, I hover over, hold down Control, and then click on it, left click on it, and then it'll select that particular item for me. Okay, so check this out. Now, it may look like I'm some sort of a Photoshop pro. I'm really not. I just like dinking around with this kind of stuff, and so I've just learned all of this stuff by trial and error, by needing to do something, Googling it, and then figuring it out. And that's how I've learned pretty much all of it. Okay, so that's a color overlay. Check this out. What if we even went a step further on our effects and we gave it a stroke? Let's say an inner stroke of like what, 10? That's an outside. Inside? No. Center? No. Inside. No, outside, I think we said. Maybe even like what, 15? What if we go even 20? What do you think there? I don't know, we may keep it, we may not, but for now, I'm going to take this. I need to put that underneath that layer. Where'd that layer go? Did I pass it already? Man, we've got a lot of layers here. Alright, definitely here, right? Yeah, I don't know. That makes our guy a little small, so let's bring it back. Let's get rid of that stroke. Alright. Anyways, next, where's our shirt? Well, first, here, let's no, wrong shirt. Man, this may take a while. This one and this. Yeah, I believe so. What do you think of this? And what if we increase this? What if we did something like that, huh? I don't know. What do you guys think? Something like that, you think? And then maybe what we'll do is overlay this picture here with like a color or something. You know, then like maybe the color like a dark, or even something like this, or maybe something like this, or maybe something like this. No, I think we're gonna have to stick with like a blue or something. And I think doing it a blue really kind of helps. I think that really helps masculine it a bit, you know, for our, I don't know, for our feminine phobe nurses, right, that have an issue. I mean, if we do that, I think we're gonna have to darken up the border a bit. But let's see. I don't want to be too dark. We'll do something like that. We did this. Nah, we're not going to do that. However, what I think we are going to do is we're going to come back over here to our color overlay. We're going to make this like a darker blue. What do you guys think? Okay. Problem is, here, real quick, I'm going to get rid of this, and then I'm going to go here. Then I'm going to go like this. I'm going to take my selection tool. I'm just going to copy this. I'm gonna get rid of this one here. Here I'm going to edit, copy, merged. I'm going to Control V to paste it, Control T to change it. I'm just going to kind of bring this over. Kind of cool, right? Kind of. Just let me duplicate that layer and bring that one over a bit. You know, and again, we can make this dark or light, right? Just mess with the opacity. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge this, this, and that. I'm going to merge those layers. Okay. Okay, let's go back to our shirt. Where is it? Nope. Nope. Yep. I wonder if maybe I even take this guy, bring him over here. Nah, let's keep him there. And if we do move him, it's not going to be that much. You know, maybe we'll do something like this. Make it almost look like he's leaning up against that wall. Like, dude, come on, really? You're not going to rock this? Right? Okay. Which would allow me to move my shirt over a bit. And I guess I shouldn't have merged these layers so quickly here. Let's go like this. Will it let me do this? Control C, Control V, Control T. Yeah, there we go. All right. What do we think? I tell you what I'm thinking right now. First of all, let me merge those two layers. You know what I'm thinking? Don't kill me here. But watch this. Flip horizontal. What if we did this? And the reason I'm saying that is because check this out. I saw an ad a little earlier that I really liked. In fact, here, just for a sec. This is messing with me a little bit, but I'm wanting to come back in here and change the blending on it. No, that's the wrong one. I think when I merged those layers, I lost my ability to change this. So let's go color overlay. Okay. You know, the more we darken him, the more our shirt pops out. I think we're going to do this at like 35%. What do you guys think? once we step away from it and see it actually in the ad, I think it'll really pop. But anyways, all right. So real men are nurses. So what I was starting to say was I saw this really cool thing. I don't know if I even have a tool that will make it, but something very similar to our Teespring little tab. And maybe I'll just have to make one. Maybe I'll just have to make one, but what it looks like is, I think that's just what I'll do. So here, it's this, and I'm gonna actually steal it from there, right? So it's this jobber boo right here. It's this thing is what I want. In fact, I'm just gonna take it. That's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm just gonna take it. Bam. What are you gonna do? All right, let's just take it. Save. Let's go to recent places, real men are nurses. We're just going to save it here as green bar, right? And we'll come over here, we'll find our green bar, and we'll come over here to our Photoshop, put it in here. And then, what if we bring that bad boy right here? Oh, before I do that, actually, you know what I'm going to want to do is just grab it by itself, which I just bring my wand over here, select inverse. Oh, guess what? I need to select continuous. And then select inverse, edit, cut, come over here, Control V. Now this works really well on a white background. It's not doing so great on a dark blue background. How are we going to combat that? Okay, we're going to find a color. So let's come over here. Go right there. Go to our color picker. You know what? Let's do a couple things. And I know I'm kind of taking my time here. And again, this is too much for you guys. Just you can skip on to the next video. If you're getting something out of it, I'm glad. This is more just me having fun. I enjoy doing this stuff. I wish I got paid more to do it, but I don't, unfortunately. Alright, so here I'm just looking for colors that really combine well. Yeah, we've got the green seems to be popping out, or maybe like a purplish. This lime green, man, that is a lime freaking green. That is one lime green. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, okay? I'm thinking, what if we change our nurse guy to be more of a purplish color? Or greenish. Maybe we do greenish. Maybe like this kind of greenish. I don't know what I just did there, but anyways, here I'm going to put this on my other screen. Bring this back over. And for right now, we're actually going to go back to changing this guy. Color overlay. What if we, our color overlay, we did more of a, like, 6-1 A628 color, right? And we go okay there, and then on our border we do the same thing, which was 61A628. Okay. Now those supposedly are colors that go better with our pink that's in that shirt. Keeps it a little, keeps the color coordination going. But this guy right here, I'm gonna want to change to like, let's say, I'm gonna want to change this to a more of like that yellow. Yeah, or more like this yellow actually. Why don't we just grab that? Okay, and then can I paint that? Will it let me paint it? Yes, it will. And because I did that, I'm gonna have to take like this darker yellow, which is I'm just reading on my other screen here, A69A28. Okay, got my paint. First I need my selector tool. And then here I'm going to grab my paint and we're going to paint it that color. Here we go. Easy enough, right? And then just to make things easy here, I'm just going to color that. Just put that over that. Alright. Easy enough, right? And then what color is going to combine well there? Is it we're going to use the green? I don't really think we're going to want to use the purple or the pink. We're going to use our green. Let's try it. And again, I'm just snagging off of here that lime green color, which is B7FF7B. I think that's going to be way too light for here. This is going to need to be a smaller font, more like 40 by it now. And does it have an exclamation mark here? No, it does not. And in fact, it's not even capitals, only the first letter is capitalized. Now, I trust that these guys have done lots and lots and lots of testing. Here, we're going to need to bring this up over that layer. Yeah, that green is not going to rock. How about this other green? Which is 61A628. That gonna work? That works better. And let's get rid of our caps, except for the first letter. And let's make it bigger. Because remember, this is like quadruple the size of what it actually is, so we want it to be legible. And you know, the letters are kind of tight in here, so I'm gonna, if I can spread it out a little bit like that. That's a little too much. Let's do like 25. Alright. What do we think? Yay? Nay? I know, you liked it blue better, didn't you? Huh. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this file. Save as Facebook add image, real men are nurses 2. Okay. So let's just experiment a little bit and see if maybe here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to duplicate this image so I don't lose anything on it. And then I'm going to go back here and I'm going to backpedal back to when we were blue. Remember that? And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to steal this and I'm going to bring it in over here. Oops. I needed to bring more than that. I needed to bring this too. In fact, I'm going to lock those and bring those over here. And then I'm going to bring this. And I want this on top of everything else. Got lots of layers, huh? Man, how come it's not on top of that? Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Alright, that's good. And if that's the case, does the green by it now still work? I think it does. I think it still flows. Do you like that better? Here, I don't think this guy needs to be over so far now. Alright, so there's number 1. File. Save. I like it. I like it. Ooh. I saved that one. Here, let me save this one as something else. File. Save as. Yeah, that's good. That's copy. That's good. Okay, so we've got the blue and we've got the green. Check this out. Now what we can do is we can come in here. Well, you know, I can undo this guy. And I can come in here and let's go back into our folder. Oh, this dude. That nice looking dude here. Let's grab him, bring him over. Look at, he could just sit. Except I like to see this guy go in the opposite direction. Flip horizontal. Bring him right over here. Look at that. That's cool. I like that. And if that is the case, I wonder if this border here, we make this a little more in line with, I don't know that I like that. I don't know, is that too yellowy? I don't think so. What if we did this? What if we did that with a stroke? Yeah, now we're talking. I guess sometimes I forget I'm being recorded here. I normally do this whether you guys are here listening or not, obviously. What if we did a black? More like a charcoal, darker charcoal. What if we did that? That'll masculinize it, right? If that's even a word. And then in the, what if we gave the background, what is the background? Is there even a background? It does not look like there's even a background. So what if we made a background? With just a cool pattern, right? So if we go like this, I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger just in case we need to nudge one way or the other. Okay, so this needs to go down, way down, because it needs to go behind all these other layers. Oh boy, so guess what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to cut this guy out. Well, here, I'm going to get rid of this guy. Here, I'm going to edit, select, inverse, edit, cut, come back over here, paste. Where you at, dude? Control T, we're gonna flip him horizontally this way. I think that's good. We're gonna come over here and grab this little white out of him. Get rid of that. We may give him just a slight outer glow. Yeah, in fact, I think that's even good right there. Maybe is 10 too much? No, I don't think so. That's good. Almost looks like an angel, don't he? Our background is definitely too dark. I mean, that was just kind of a default color here. In fact, I'm thinking maybe we flow with something maybe a little more like a black. That really kind of masculinizes it, doesn't it? Like makes it feel more, really kind of makes it feel more manly, I feel like, with that dark background. I wonder if we take that dark background and we come in here. Why do I feel like Ross right now, the painter? Let's add some trees over here. Some happy trees. What if we do a pattern with a color overlay, with like a black color overlay? Now with this pattern we can do some cool stuff. We can increase that, decrease it, we can change it up. Is that a little too weird? Here, what if, and we can even change the opacity, right? The pattern overlay, the scale of it, make it big, huge, make it, ooh, that's not too bad. Almost looks like a herringbone something. It's not too bad. Let's see what else we've got here. That looks professional, right? Looks sleek. Let's see what that looks like if we increase the size on it. Not bad. I mean, if we were going to do that, it's a little too much. I kind of like it. I don't know, I kind of like just, let's say like a 60 pattern, 55, 50. Keeping in mind it's not going to stay this big, right? So maybe we go 60, 65. As far as the color goes. Okay, and this kind of makes me want to change up our outer glow a little bit. You know, we're at 62, what if we go like 45? And what if we went extreme and only did like 25? And what if here we made it more of like one of these? That's almost a little too yellow. What do you guys think? What about this thing right here? I'm feeling like I want to come back to make this stroke a little different color. I feel like it needs to pop. So either we go, you know, well, we'll make it pop without taking away from or distract from what else is going on. Let's see. Is that too much? Too much pink? We may run into the pink thing again, huh? Too much pink, bruh. I mean, should we just make it red? Make it really pop? I don't know that that's too bad. Here, we'll save one like this. File. Save as. I'm gonna save it as a PNG. Save. Okay. I really like this with this nurse guy right here. In fact, I almost wish he was kind of a little bit bigger. Can we make him a little bit bigger? Because again, don't forget, this guy's gonna be, it's gonna look a lot smaller when it's an actual ad, because you know this is increased in size. But yet I don't want it to overbear our ad here, or take away from it. I'm gonna freak him back down. No, that's not what I wanted to do. This guy, I'm gonna make him a little bit bigger, not a lot, like that. Okay, so save as a PNG, and where is it? Right there. Yes, I do want to replace that one. Okay, I'm wondering if maybe we should go with like a little. Okay, well first, let's come back here. Let's change out this stroke to more of a, not the purple. What if it was all yellow, like a big, fat, bold yellow one? Let's do it. I like it. Alright. File. Save as PNG. And we'll name this one number 1. But the other thing that I was thinking was, you know, what if we come in here and lighten it up a little bit. Nah, huh? Like, nah, bro. Nah, bruh. If anything, we make it darker. Right? If anything, we make it darker, bruh. I don't know. I think we're good. Okay, last one. Last one here is we're going to get rid of this guy, and we're going to bring in, where is he? Is this my dude right here? Is that my dude? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go here, image, select inverse, edit, cut, come over here, Control V, put him in, back here, look at that. He doesn't have a head, so we gotta keep him like this. That's cool. This guy just looks burly, right? Brawny. Take that for... I don't like pink, bruh. Get rid of the pink, bruh. Alright. Outer glow. Yeah. Bring this to a 10. And okay. And I almost feel like here I want to... I kind of want to give this a stroke. Like a black stroke. Or a red. No, not a red. Like a black stroke. And we'll even do it kind of big, like 10. And the reason for that is because I want to come back in here to this, and here I'm going to save this one. Let me see, what if I get rid of that? What does that do? Anything? Is it too dark? Are we going overboard here? Should we give it a color overlay? What if we did a yellow color overlay like this with, what if we did a color overlay like that with this guy with the stroke, instead of being yellow, being black, like this. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead. You know, I could sit here forever and think around with it, but we're gonna cut it off right there. We're done. We're done. We've got 3 different ads, you know, with nurses in the background. And I think we've done a great job. Maybe on here, if anything, what I would do is I'd probably come back to increase this more of a white glow, and maybe come back to 50. Nah. Nah, I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good like that. Let's go in here. Did I already save it? Save as? PNG? Yeah, right there. Yeah, so we're good. We're set. Alright guys, sorry, spent 45 minutes there. And if you're not a Photoshop person, this was probably really, really boring for you. Anyways, we'll catch you on the next video here. Do we got any more sales before we check out? Do we? Oh. Yes! We're at 34. It was making me nervous because we increased our ad budget, remember? Alright, what? So, I gotta do this. Again, this is part of the flaw, right, of running these. You should really just set them and forget them. But it's kind of fun checking them out and seeing how they're going. So we're at about $57 ad spend for the day. And let's just do the math here. So $57 ad spend. Oh, first we're at 8 times 18.26 equals 146 minus 56. That's good. We're up $90 today. That's cool. Right on, guys. We'll catch you on the next video.